Acquiring a pet for your camp in Fallout 76 is probably one of the most overlooked aspects of the game in my opinion. I'd even go as far as saying that there's a lot of people out there who don't know that this is a thing. However, mon petit fleurs, it is 100% possible, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to do it. Right then, so the first thing you're going to need is the Animal Friend perk card. Don't worry about the Wasteland Whisperer one, it really isn't required. The second thing you're going to need is points in Charisma. Now, the maximum you're going to need is 3 and the minimum is 1. And why is this, you may be asking? Well, it's actually quite simple. What rank you are in Animal Friend determines what pets you can actually tame. For example, if I wanted a pet cat or a pet chicken, I'd only need 1 rank, which is, yep, you guessed it, 1 point in Charisma. However, if I wanted something a little bit more spicy, such as a deathclaw, you're going to have to max that bugger out. And what does that equate to? 3 points in Charisma. Is it all making sense so far? It is. Absolutely fantastic. The next thing you're going to need is a weapon with no scope, so iron sights or an holographic sight, yeah, you'll be absolutely fine with. No problems there whatsoever. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, once we've got all of that sorted, we're going to need to find a random spawn location. Fortunately enough though, that shouldn't be too difficult. Up on your screen right now is a fantastic map drawn up by Marchesson. I'll leave a link to it down in the description if you want to, investigate it a little bit further. But for now, all we're going to do is take a look at this map, choose a location, and fast travel on over to it. Before you head on out though, there is a very important bit of information you need to know. Are you listening? Are you listening? Before you fast travel or walk to any one of these locations, you need to have your Animal Friend perk cards equipped. This is because, quite simply, these spots don't just spawn tameable animals. It could be any random event. The general consensus is, if you don't have your cards equipped, you've not got a cat in hell's chance of getting an animal. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Are we all sound on that one? We are? Fantastic. So, let's choose one of these spots and just head on over there. See what happens. So, let's go and take a look at this location. We're looking for 1 animal on its own. If anything else spawns with it, it's not going to be tameable. So, just bear that in mind. Yeah, fantastic. This first spot is a dud. We've got some blood bugs here, but we've also got a sheep squatch. So yeah, this one isn't going to work out for us. I will say before we try another location, there is a lot of legwork involved in this. It can be a long process, bouncing from one spot to another. There is what I consider to be an easier method, which I will show you later on, but let's just try one more spot on the off chance we get a tameable. Aye, let's go for it. And yet again, guys, it's another dud. As you can see, we've got a Miss Nanny robot spawning. That's not what we're after. However, this is a location that I've had a lot of joy with in past, so we're going to switch up our methods, and instead of focusing on the 70 odd other spots, we're just going to focus on this one. And honestly guys, I prefer doing it this way. I find it a lot easier. Now, bearing in mind, you don't have to do this. You can continue visiting every single one of them spots on that map. But because I'm lazy and quite impatient, I'm just going to wander away from this lake a little bit and place down my survival tent. Once I've got that down, I'm simply going to hop servers. It's as easy as that. As I said guys, I've had a lot of success with this location, and after a number of server hops, I should be able to find a tameable creature here. But again, if you want to go through that whole entire map and look in every single location, you go for it. Anyway, let's stop knobbing around and start doing some server hopping. Right, so this is about 3 server hops in, and as you can see here, there's a glowing radstag, and you'd think, yeah, that's an animal on its own, it's going to be perfectly tameable. You'd be wrong though. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, if I approach said radstag, it will charge at me, and while I can pacify the creature, I can't tame it. And there's a very simple reason for this. If we turn round and take a look behind us, you'll see there's a hunter there. Alas, this radstag is not on his own, and he's part of a different event. Let's carry on server hopping.
1 eternity later.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're after. See this Snallygaster here? I guarantee he will be tameable. He's not going to attack us if we approach him, and he is the only bugger that's spawned in around here. Perfect. So let's just aim and tame. Absolutely brilliant. There you go. You have got your very own pet for your camp. Brilliant news. Now, just a couple of things. This guy was found after about 10 server hops, I reckon. There was a load of random events in between it, but if you're persistent, you will get one. Trust me. Of course, it's not necessarily going to be a Snallygaster, but there will be some form of creature that will spawn. And this method will work in any one of those random spawn locations on that map I showed you. As I said, guys, I've just had a lot of luck with this spot, so that's why I chose to use it. Now then, once we've tamed our pet, this little fella here has got to run, yes, run, all the way back to your camp. And it happens in real time as well, so you are going to have a bit of a wait on your hands, unfortunately. Despawning your camp, loading it in, fast travelling, it will not make a difference. It will take as long as it takes. And as you can see here, my camp is way over on the other side of the map, so yeah, this is going to take a while. Oh, I almost forgot as well, they do have the possibility of dying en route to your camp, so just bear that in mind after all your hard work. Anyhow, I digress. Let's fast travel back to camp and just see how long it takes. Right then, so here he is. I think it took him about 15 minutes roughly to make his way over here, but he's in one piece, he's nice and happy. Yeah, job's a good one. Unfortunately though, I'm going to have to move camp, which means this guy is going to have to move with me. This location is not ideal. One, it's an absolutely shit structure, if you could even call it that. And two, there is water. And yes, your pets can drown, believe it or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my camp module over to the wayward. It's not too far away, and we're going to see if he will follow. Let's have a ganders. And yeah, here he is, safe and sound again. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you do not like your current camp location and you have a pet there, your pet will move with you. However, it is going to travel by foot and you are going to be waiting a while. Now, just a couple more things to wrap up before we end this video. One, yes, as mentioned before, your pet can die. They can drown, they can get killed by other players if you've not got pacifist mode on, and NPCs can kill them as well. The second thing is, can you have different pets at different camps? Yes, you 100% can. Unfortunately, I am not actually sure on how to do this. I know the principle behind it, but I've never done it myself, so I wouldn't like to, you know, be a word on it, if that makes any sense. However, in the description of this video, I'm going to leave a link to Suddenly Cthulhu's guide on Reddit. It's a really well-written guide, so yeah, head on over there if you want to know how to, you know, have different pets at different camps. Anyhow, that is it from me, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you found this video useful. As ever, I'd like to say a massive thank you to all my channel members and Patreons. The extra support is much appreciated. If that's something that you guys are interested in, there's a link down in the description, as well as links to all my other socials as well. Anyhow, as we say north, I'll love you and leave you, and I'll catch you at next one. Have fun.